Is that your den? Yeah. You cozy in there? Proxy. Really? Well, it's now Friday. Not too sure what else we're going to get into besides rotor tilling the garden. Not sure if I'll be doing anything with any of these, but uh-oh, someone's alarm clock's going off. Okay, so I just put the other videos of this guy just live, the last one, working on it. I just checked, it does have spark, so I'm not going to show that, but it has spark. I could maybe cut that down to fit it if I go on the other side of the breather. I'm going to pop off the rocker cover and see how bad the valves are stuck, because I'm sure that's why it has like zero compression. You do feel a little bit coming out of the exhaust. Huh. So it's actually the exhaust valve that's stuck. You guys can see there. I'll give it a couple of hammer whacks and see if it'll unstick, and just go from there. So again, might be able to get this engine running, but again, the guy retired it for a reason, or is it because he retired? Hard to say. I literally just gave it a little tiny poke here, and she's has compression now, and she has spark. So I'm thinking I might still try to start it, save myself an engine, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I guess we will give it a quick try. Well, so just put back on the valve cover, pulled the plug, it was still finger tight. Yeah, look at the rust and corrosion that was in there. But it seems like it has okay compression now, so I'm just going to flush that out with probably even gasoline, I don't know. But yucky. And then I just pulled out the end on the spark plug wire there. Doesn't seem to be that brittle anymore, but I put the wire on the other side of the breather. Should still reach. I'm not going to pull off the carb. I'm just going to remove a couple leads and see what happens. The fact that the fuel was shut off, it might be okay, but I'm thinking I'm going to dump that old dirty fuel out of it. Yep, she had a lot of water in her. Look at that. Just pulled out the float bowl. Holy shit. Yeah, she was full of water. I just got an alarm message when you went in there. Okay, well, that whole float's going to have to come off. Chances are that's going to be seized. Let's just see. Does it work? Okay, either the float's stuck, which makes perfect sense, or the fuel shutoff's not working. Okay, so I'll have to pull off the float bowl. Yep, she's a rusty one. Check that out, eh? But, to be honest, it might not be all that bad. Needle stuck. Oh no, the needle's not stuck. Oh, stuck. Well, I can see it moving, but I'm not getting any fuel. So, I thought there was fuel in that tank, but I might be mistaken. Maybe I gotta check, hey? I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. Can I call that fuel even? Ooh. Well, there's a lot of water in there. And it does have a filter. But I think I'll take off that tank and give it a good cleaning. And that looks like a filter going to some kind of weird ass vent system. Huh. That's weird. The newer engines have something that goes to, I guess, the airbox from that. I don't know. Some pollution control shit that no one needs. I guess that's just a vent. Well, it started removing the whole carb and ew. Throttle is literally stuck. So it is slightly moving now, but that's a lot of force. So it would actually run pretty fast if that stayed wide open and we turned it on. But, you know, the shape of this thing, I really would probably just rather switch the engine. Why I'm doing this is just for fun, I guess. But we know this thing been sitting probably 5 to 10 years at least. Poor Proxy one.
That felt good.
Yeah? Poor Proxy wanted to come out and play.
Look at her nose art. Oh my gosh.
Smoke break. Ouch! Oh, and yes, I did bring a diesel, by the way. Right there. And I got also a brand new motor. And some landscaping mat, but yeah. Diesel kind of fell over on the way here, so I bet you that thing will start up in 1 to 2 poles. Maybe I'll do that for a video after. It hasn't been running in over 5 years now. Can't believe it's been over 5 years since I got those engines. Well, give or take. We notice this thing has R. What does R mean? Like, it has stop, R, neutral, drive. There's no reverse transmission on this thing, so who knows what he maybe switched over the years, but smoke break right by all the leaking fuel. There was like not even a quarter of a can worth in there. Let's see if it lights on fire. Maybe I should take a lighter to it. So this fireplace here, idea is boiled linseed oil finish, shove it in the bush. As in where the goats are playing. Ooh, I'm overexposed. There we go. So there's a goat right in the center of the screen, a little white one. Tweed! But
Feed the dweeb.
yeah. So that's kind of what we're going to do with it. It'll be like a garden thing. But just having a smoke break, so I'm standing away from the gas that probably won't even light. Do you light, buddy? Oh, we should find out. Nah. So, but again, it has compression, it has spark now. So technically, if that engine doesn't knock, it should run. But I got to flush that engine. Like the oil I put in there and everything is just a rusty, slimy mess. So she said the lawnmower is not starting, and it was just out of gas after she spent hours trying to get it to start, and there is no gas in it. Well, to be all fair, the Briggs has scrapped it, and she thought that that much fuel in the tank was enough, but no, you gotta add more fuel to those things. I already know that. Someone, when uprooting my trees that the goats ate, those trees would have came back, but I mean, whatever. There's a couple spots here that they've been undug that they could be moved. They might come back to life, but this one here I told her to do not remove. Look at this. This stump is growing new life here. That's actually growing out of the stump. I kind of want to keep that stump. I was saying maybe, or she was saying maybe a water kind of thing here. Not too sure, but I said she should have glasses on, man. There's a lot of sharp stuff bouncing around in here. But, I mean, I'm just watching my eyeballs. I started it up in here without the air filter on it, and holy fuck. You should have seen the shit flying off the ground in here. Look at the dust. Look at the engine. Look at the color of the engine already. Can you guys see the color of that engine? That's all dirt. I'm watching my eyeballs. I'm standing clear. I said she should have safety glasses on, but, you know, look at this. It just sucked all the shit right out of there when she started it.
Working hard?
Hardly working.
What'd you do to that thing?
Clean the tar out of it.
Yeah, looks like you made kind of a mess. Working now, though?
No clue. Should. I got airflow through every vent.
Did Roxy smack you across the face today?
No.
Huh.
Why?
Because you have like a big red stripe down your cheek.
Could be the aspen fuel.
Yeah, maybe. Getting high off your own supply there, baby. Oh, you're lucky I have one.
I got gas on my fingers, so you might need to.
Uh-oh. What are you doing?
Washing all the gas tank, getting rid of all the dirty fuel.
In the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Last one touching the sink does the dishes.
Well, I didn't make too many videos cleaning it out, but it's super windy out. And no, I did not just bring that in the kitchen and wash it out. That's a lot of shit right there that came out of the carb and the tank. And of course, so much more. You guys would not believe how dirty that was. It was freaking horrible, but just went inside for don't give me shit for doing it in the kitchen sink. It was your idea. Anyway, going to be throwing it back together. I just got to rinse out that tank. Aspen fuel is what I use, and it actually removed the paint off the tank. So that's what I'm going to be running through it. But I actually got to flush out the engine to get some of that rust off. Otherwise, it's going to keep on plugging up the spark plug. Ooh, is it a windy one? Going to be making this a permanent trail later on. Onion's already dying. That one looks like a good snack. Those are too close to the dog kennel. Okay, you guys stay down here. I think I just ripped all the roots out, so they'll probably die, but see what happens. Munch, 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 munch. If this thing runs, I'll be surprised. Look at the grit in the carburetor. You guys, like where the carb goes on, do you guys see that grit? It's like, you guys even see that? Is it focusing? That's why I'm going to give it a flush. And I'm glad I checked that before I put the carb back on. That is the carburetor side. Oh my god. Wow. What the hell was through this engine, hey? Roxy, are you a little unhappy for being stuck in here? Yeah. I know, life sucks, doesn't it? Like, perfectly good bed there. This is just a spare sunroom, no one sleeps in here, but that is a little weird, Proxy. I'm just saying, that's just kind of a little bit weird. Yeah, she is so fucking rusty in there. Ugh. Oh, wow. That is just like pure rusty water in that exhaust. Oh, yuck. I don't think this thing's going to run too well after seeing all this stuff. It is just literally rusty water, like central in there. Huh. I just put some WD-40 through there, but look in there.
Yeah.
It just sprayed out because I put a little bit in there through the system, but we'll see. That's a little bit better anyway. I just gave it a flush with the fuel and it looks a little bit better. Fuel. Before I'm doing anything, I'm just going to put a little bit into here. Little could mean a lot. It's not a good sign. Is it on position? Yeah, that's not really a good sign. That's a good sign.
Oh my god.
Well, it develops.
Oh my god. Baby, that thing had probably been sitting for 10 years.
Yeah, well, I don't know how old this engine is, so.
You're amazing.
Maybe. Let's turn it down. That part.
Oh. Okay, we got some real fuel now.
I'm not putting in any more than that. Yeah.
Might as well not. Oh, that blue gas can's kind of expanded.
Yeah. So I was saying, I think it got a little warm in the sun.
Didn't even use the fuel filter, eh?
Nope.
After all that work.
Yeah, well, the fuel I got is a little different. Choke on. On.
I can't believe it.
Choke off now. That's go. Give it some gas. Nope, didn't like that. Put the choke back on. Like soak a little bit, let it warm up. Told you it was going to smoke a little. That could be the gas and oil in the exhaust for freeing it up.
Good job, baby.
Yeah, well, look, I gotta fix something to get the smoke out of our face like a deflector. But it might stop once that oil drains onto the exhaust. And I shut off the stove. Likes the choke, but it might be okay.
Yeah, it sucked to have it blowing right in our faces.
That's what I said to you, but I can flip it. Okay, I gotta check the oil.
Ooh, you're amazing.
Oh, see, that's a lot. That could be a lot of oil in the muffler from when we sprayed the penetrate through it.
Yeah.
Penetrate.
The penetrate, the Terminator. Penetrator, you're sick.
Huh. Oh yeah, there comes some smoke out of her. You guys want to go watch the first start? You got to go to your channel. Oh, the wheels are that are giving it the funny sound. It is dripping some gas. Well, it runs fine, but I had the girlfriend cut the belt and give me a measurement so I could buy a new belt because, you know, I might be switching the engine. Well, I got, this is a used one. I got 235s and 236s. It looks to be about a 34. Somebody screwed up on measuring the belt. Even though I told her to cut it and check it. But to be honest, I think the guy had the wrong belt on it. I think the one there, lining it up with that guy, I never put a tape measure on it even. I got one right there, but it's too big. So I was going to use a spring, you know, tensioner, but nah, I'll just go buy the proper belt. We're just about to go get a belt. And before I do that, I was looking at some spring ideas. I just want to make sure the motor is not adjustable. Yes, I know I can unbolt the motor and move it up. I'm not worried about it. And no, even if I moved it up, I'd be right at the end of that bracket. Okay, so that is not an option. Not for me today anyway. I don't want to do that. I could install the diesel and the belt would be bigger. Would it? No. You know something? Nah, I'll just go buy a belt. I'm talking, this is 100 kilometers to go buy a belt. 100 kilometers I gotta go drive to go buy a belt. Fun, 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 hey?